What do you so untitled, unfocused, all that. I feel like I'm gonna get very bored of doing new intros for
He's
everyone.
untitled. He's unfocused. I'm untitled. Let's get rolling.
Why am I unfocused?
Because you're the one who's kind of freaking out about what's next. Anyway.
Oh, okay, sure. Wait, you have two names. How are you untitled?
But they're not titles though.
Ah. I don't agree with that. I feel like your name is your title.
Oh yes, Raymond, Lord of Flowers. The yellow ones.
So, what are we doing next, Ray? Is it something flower related? I don't think we have anything flower related on the list. No, I don't think we do.
So we got I'll just list them out right now.
Sure.
Space Force, Rent a Girlfriend, Misfit, Primal, SpongeBob.
Why don't we do Space Force next?
Space Force? Okay, I just watched one episode this week. It was
Okay.
Space Flag, episode Five.
Sure.
It was Space Force versus Air Force in the ultimate combat experience with their exoskeleton suits.
Yes.
Space Force miraculously won because they cheated. But
They did cheat.
But they won, so I mean,
Air Force didn't cheat. That's the thing. They won fair and square, you know? Mallory was like cooking up the scheme, right? He was like, I'm gonna pick the worst one on purpose to get back at Steve Carell, you know? And he did. He got him. Good prank, you know?
So good, dude.
Those suits, man, they were not they did not look very comfortable. You know? And then we have Air Force over here doing cartwheels in them. It's like theirs is clearly the better suit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly better.
Space Force 1. Iconic moments. We saw more of his attendant. I forgot his pilot. Pilot?
Oh,
I
yeah.
like her
I don't remember
character.
her name.
She's like really been putting in work. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's good.
Mm-hmm. Mallory's assistant also puts in work this episode.
That's true.
Disabling Air Force satellite in space before testing.
Mm-hmm.
The exoskeleton's pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, they don't want them to learn any of their secrets, right? They don't want them to see any of their tactics, anything like that.
Yeah. This episode was, like, I guess you can say, quote unquote, a filler episode in, like, a story scenario.
Sure.
Which is, like, once again, it's just fueling Air Force versus Space Force. You know, what's happening here?
I mean, was there any advancement of, like, any of the plot lines at all?
Not really. If anything, like, I guess a minor advancement would be that his daughter is like working at the is it the special ice cream or what it is called?
Yeah.
Ice cream shop, and she's trying to distance herself away from the Russian spy. We don't know yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Because he's getting real, like, impatient, I guess.
You said we were going to get married and have children. You can name them after your grandfather. What was his name again? It's like, what are you talking about, dude?
Right, yeah.
It's like
he's just trying to say
she's in high school, my guy.
Yeah. He's trying to say what he thinks she wants to hear, and it's like, this is too much.
He's a predator. He should not be allowed on base.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Not because he's Russian. Because like he's literally like.
I just want to make it clear, it's not because he's Russian.
It's not because like you assume he's a Russian spy. This man's actually a predator. But I mean, who am I to say?
Yeah. I didn't think about that at all when I watched it. And now that you say it, that's true. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, I don't like that.
Get him off, dude. Don't let him be here.
When you watched it, did you think that Mallory was gonna come to their aid at the end?
Well, Mallory always came in clutch every time, dude. I had no doubt that he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like Mallory and Nerd's characters are always like the same, where it's like Mallory will be like, Nerd, you did something smart today. I'll be there, just for you.
Yeah, I feel like they have their conflicts, but in the end, they do want what's best for each other. you
They
know?
want what's best for Space Force. It's weird, man. They're
Yeah.
this is what's gonna give us the edge on the next meeting with everyone else.
I feel like they're both like, you were talking about last week where,
Mhm,
Naird is really good, you know, and Mallory is also really good.
mhm,
And now that they've both just kind of been thrust into this whole Space Force thing, and people have all these expectations, and I feel like space is very unpredictable.
mhm,
So they're both just trying to prove everyone wrong and make this successful, you know. I remember in the first episode, he says something like, "In 2 years' time, we're gonna have a rocket in space and we're gonna have people on the moon," or something like that, right?
mhm.
And then it cuts, it does the time jump, and it says 2 years later, and that's him, like, when he's at the convenience store buying, like, a coffee or something. And I thought that was really nice because, you know, he has all these expectations of 2 years' time, we're doing it, and then 2 years later, they haven't even gotten a rocket in space yet.
Mhm.
So it's like, I understand why people are so hard on them, but so unpredictable. Like, literally no one has done this before us since the original space race, and, you know, we're doing our best. We're probably the 2 best people for this job, and, we really care about it, you know, we're not just in it for the glory like some other people at that table, especially the Air Force guy. He would jump at the chance to lead this thing only to have all the medals for when he finally does it.
Man has
And
ostrich like seats for his
yeah,
Cadillac.
yeah,
It's so weird.
yeah.
It's like, why do you have ostrich feathered seats, my guy?
Have you gotten to the episode yet where Naird is in court?
Yes, that was the one that we did last week. We did
Okay.
Porpoise. Okay.
And he was getting pressed,
Yeah.
and then he eventually, like, made it out, and it was like, oh, he had this, like, a speech or whatever, and then, yeah, then the Air Force guy started getting railed by the judge and be like, "Oh, well, wait,
Came
hold
in
on."
clutch and was like, I got you, my dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the thing where, yeah, Mallory was silent the whole time, and then he's like, "Okay, yeah, no, you're right, I'll help," and then he showed him, all the cool science he's doing. Yeah, but Mallory's great. I like Mallory a lot as a supporting character to Naird. Do you remember what number episode this was?
That was 5.
5? 5 you said?
So I'm halfway there.
Halfway through? Halfway point, what do you think of the show overall?
Or it's pretty good, dude.
It's pretty good, yeah? Okay.
I'm riding the wave.
Dude, always. I'm excited for you to get to the second half of the season.
Well, that's
Some
next
good
week.
some good episodes, and, yeah. Yeah, so next week, we will continue this. More episodes, more, well, yeah, at least 1, I assume, but, yeah, slowly getting to the end to get all 10. Season 2 is coming at some point, I don't know when.